So I went out on a date yesterday, right? So it's been a while since I've been on the date. I think last time was like maybe 3, 4 months ago. And so this chick hit me up on Facebook dating app, introduced herself pretty well, and went straight to the point, what she's looking for and all that. So, I decided to get her number and, talk to her, and we decided to meet up. And So, I look into like her profile, who like see how she looks and, and all that. And we decided to meet up. So we went on a date and when we met, great looking girl, very attractive, 5 feet. Um I will probably say maybe a little bit overweight, but nothing, crazy. Something that is like, not too bad. So we were talking, order drinks, kind of, get to know each other, talk about, what we do for a living, the relationship she been in, what she's looking for on a man. And off the start, just by, getting to know, what she does for a living and all that, I could tell right away she was a very successful woman, with a college degree, um, 34-year-old, single mom. Um, Pretty high earner compared to an average man, I would say like that. And you know, talking, like I said, exchanging like information back and forth, and then just kind of get to know what her past relationship was like, the dude that she was dealing with. Um, and then she started off saying they were together for pretty much a long time. I think 5 years into like a relationship, and seemed like the guy had a pretty good career. Made probably more than her. Um, and then just get to know more, and then it was like, um, why they split. Um, and then one of the things that I was like, oh wait, so if he was a pretty successful guy, made a good amount of money, and take care of the pretty much like he was a provider. It seemed like he was a provider, but not fully 100%. And then it looks like she told me that the guy not like provided 100%, but it seems like they were on that like 50-50 partnership type of thing. And then as soon as she told me that, I was like, I knew like why it didn't work long term, and she clearly told me, she said, the guy, was making money and all that, but they were like, splitting some of the bills and stuff, and then the way she looked at me and talk, you clearly tell, she was feeling some type of way, and it's just to show you that, man, when it comes to like relationship, like as a man, especially like on this generation, you got to get your shit together. Because if you don't have your shit together, it's going to be so hard to be in a relationship, because no woman wants to be in a relationship with a guy who, doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying you're broke, but you got to make way more money than her. And you got to step up as a man and, take full responsibility on pretty much everything, And she told me, oh, the guy was masculine, but not, a leader. And it seems like that was something that kind of turned her off. And man, this generation is messed up. Like dating in 2024, man, it's hard. Like especially for man, it's like you gotta be on top of your game, man. And like we were like keep talking, this and that, and then It was like, oh, while being on the relationship with him for 5 years, like, did you know, like, if he had any other chick on the side or that he cheated? And then she was like, yep, he had and he did. And then as soon as I find out that he cheated, I just walked away. They just like, split. And then I'm like, that is crazy, man. I mean, as a guy, and I was just like trying to explain to her, like, I was like, man, look, you have to understand, every man cheat regardless. Some will tell you and some will not. And me, what I did, I let her know off the start. Cause it seems like she's looking for like a long term partner, but like I just tell her like what I do, what I got going on, how I am. If you wanna come into my game, this is how things are gonna be. Off the start like that. Didn't even hold back or anything. I just tell her exactly how it is. And then, after we talked for like probably about an hour, came out to a conclusion. This was like pretty much like a job interview. And then she was like, "Oh, you seem like a super cool guy and all that, but it's just, having chicks on the side and all that. It's a red flag." I was like, "Hey, I'm just telling you how it is. Maybe the guys that you've been with don't tell you shit straight up how it is, but me, this is how I am. This is how it's gonna be." And then, she went her way, I went my way, and that's it. In 2024, as a man, you gotta get your shit together, have your money on point, be in shape, make money, have ambition, do something with your life. So like that, you don't have to tolerate no fuckery from any female. Like we don't negotiate out here. As a man, you do what you're supposed to do. If there's any female that wants to come into your life, you tell her straight up how it is. If she wants to be in it, she knows what she's dealing with. If not, hey, it's either my way or the highway. Period.